Hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Rashad White on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Henry running to the left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running once more with Henry. He's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Carr here from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Another run for Henry. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Baker now from the gun. Hauled in by Godwin. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On target to Godwin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneers first down.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Complete Derrick Henry. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing his car. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
We're good.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Carr. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on first down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints looking at 1st and 10. They go play action with Carr. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
93.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. This finds Cooks, complete. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Carr setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 1-score game before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Here's White on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Carr. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 37. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Carr back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Carr with it on 1st. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give to Kamara, left side. And they take him down right along the 30. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. Carr. Taken in by Shaheed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Kamara. And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints tie things up at 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd and just 2 to go. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Baker now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Carr. Completes this one to Hill. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throwing his Carr. Connects with Johnson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 3. Carr to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Another shot for Kamara. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Put some respect on that corner's name. Corners aren't just on that field to cover. They can hit, and they can create tackles for loss, too.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Desperation time here on fourth. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will get the first as they touch him down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Buccaneers down by 7. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Back to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw it. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll come up 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He rolls to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here he is to throw. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry-up. Here he is to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They send a man in motion. From the shotgun, Carr. He's got Shaheed.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Buys time, rolling right. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Here's White on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Running once more with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Oh, big interception here. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. You want that ball first in OT, Brock. You get the chance to control your own destiny. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives this team a chance to win it all right here.
That just can't happen. I mean, offensively, that just can't happen. But defensively, I know exactly what those defenders are saying as they're running off the field. Okay, now's your time. Go finish this pick, go win this game, and let's go celebrate in that locker room.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Carr back to throw. Oh, big interception here. And the Buccaneers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Okay, now both sides have had a shot, Brock. Neither offense could get the job done. Looks like it'll be one of these defenses that wins them this one in overtime.
Yeah, give these crews defensively some credit here. It's hard to play defense in overtime, but both deliver, and now which offense, Kate, can go and capitalize and finish this game?
That one's cut along the left sideline. Got to hurry this to the line. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown! The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from New Orleans.